Tony again. Hey, I've already did part one on another video, but I figure I'll go ahead and fill you in the blanks here. Okay, like I said, this is a 5x10, part two of the 5x10 that we're building for a guy's motorcycle. But anyway, as you can see, I done got it welded up. And what I've done, I've already done the cross members. But if you look up front, this one here is thicker. And the reason is, when I go and tie the tongue into this, it's going to be welded here, here, and here. It's going to have 3 points on it. So a lot of people said, well, you know, you used to not even tie into that one. Well, I didn't. But I started, everything that I started looking at, you know, it come up that, you know, it's a good idea too, to do. So, you know, like I said, it'll be welded in here and in there, right here. But anyway, this axle here, when you're doing these axles, you'll want to go, if it's a 5-footer, it's a 58-inch spring center. It'll be a 58-inch spring center. Hub face to hub face is 72. There'll always be 2 marks to it. Hub face, you don't want to go and measure here. It's always this. That'll be the hub face. It's not this, it's this. And you don't measure it back here or right here. You measure it on this side. And so, as you can see, I took this axle apart. I took the leaf springs off of it because it's easier for me to handle it by myself. For some odd reason, the guys that works in our shop don't like doing custom stuff, but I do these at my house, so it's easier for me to work out of my garage behind my house. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and tack this up. You'll want to do your measurements again when you do down here on the bottom. You'll want to measure it, see if you got 4 foot, because you know it's 60% to the front and 40 to the back. If you go and, you know, it's really not, it's not hard to do. You pretty much got to be a little bit mechanically inclined. You ain't got to be no rocket scientist or somebody that's majored in history. You know, you just gotta be a little bit mechanically inclined and you can do it. But if you don't feel comfortable with welding, don't do it, because you don't want it to somebody get it and take off down the road and, you know, the axle fly from underneath it. You'll be in trouble. And then again, if you see this hump on this axle, if it was flipped over, it would be going to the ground. That ain't the way it goes. The hump goes toward the floor. It goes up, not down. And the reason I got it set on top of my leaf springs to show that, you know, it's going to be even once I weld everything up. So, I'm gonna be back to you. There's another video. It's video number 1. There'll be 4 or 5 parts to this video. But if you go and look for it, you know, it's you can find it easy. But these axles, you know, I can get them at a real good price. With them already together, the leaf springs, the U-bolts, everything with the exception of the hanger brackets. These axles cost me about $107 is what they cost me with everything on it. And the brake axles, you know, I can get them pretty cheap too. maybe 175, 150 bucks. It all depends what kind of day they're having. And I've pretty much built a good relationship with them, and I'm the, they my only supplier of trailer parts. And so I'm going to go ahead and upload video number 1, and then you can look out for number 2 a little later. So I'll be back to you as soon as I get this these hangers welded up, and so I'll see you.